The only thing more embarrassing and horrible than, finding out your spouse is cheating on you is finding out with the rest of the world. So it was brutal. I was cringing, and I can't believe I've now seen it 600 times.
Much more worse. But with that being said, though, I do think it is a very tragic situation. My heart goes out to the wife of the husband who had to see her husband cheating on her with another woman. But also, too, my heart goes out to the husband.
This story is getting out of control. We've officially hit the part of the Coldplay kiss cam saga where the former CEO of a billion-dollar company has gone full-on meltdown mode. Andy Byron, the same guy who went from Silicon Valley's golden boy to a walking global meme, has now personally confronted the woman who filmed that now infamous kiss cam clip. And he's not just annoyed, he's completely losing it. He's convinced she destroyed his life. Like, dude, you were on a giant stadium screen, everyone saw you. This isn't just a regular internet scandal, this is pure chaos. We're talking drama, corporate egos, secret moves, and a fall from power, all tangled together with private DMs, legal threats, and even whispers about a possible bribe. Yes, it's that messy, and I've got the proof. Here's the recap for the handful of people who somehow missed this saga. Andy Byron, big shot CEO of the billion-dollar tech company Astronomers, hit up a Coldplay concert in Boston. He was seated next to Kristin Cabot, the company's head of HR. Suddenly, the kiss cam zoomed in on them, and boom! Kristin buried her face like she just saw a ghost, while Andy looked like he was trying to physically disappear into thin air. And then Chris Martin, yes, Chris Martin himself, dropped the line that blew everything up. Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
My thought process is that we're never gonna look at kiss cams the same, right? Like, that's my thought process. And one thought, I was like, you know what? They should have had and just kissed and no one would have made a big deal of it. But I think their fear of being caught made them run it.
The stadium cracked up, but the internet was ruthless. Memes, theories, and endless commentary started flying, and things snowballed faster than anyone could imagine. The internet wasted no time tearing the situation apart. Within hours, online sleuths had figured out the shocking detail. Andy and Kristin aren't married to each other. They're both married to other people. Andy's got a wife and 2 kids at home, and Kristin, she's married too, and reportedly just bought a house with her husband. That kiss cam moment didn't just show an awkward hug, it exposed what looked like a full-blown scandal in front of thousands of people. And the person who unknowingly set all of this in motion, Grace Springer, 28. Just a regular fan at the Coldplay concert with decent seats and a sharp eye. She was casually filming the crowd when the kiss cam locked onto Andy and Kristin. Something about their reaction screamed suspicious. Grace later said in interviews, if they just smiled, kissed, or even waved, I wouldn't have posted it, but they looked guilty. So, she posts the clip to TikTok with a playful little caption and calls it a night. She wakes up to find it's exploded. 10 million views overnight. By the end of the week, the video racks up a staggering 53 million views, becoming the single most watched TikTok that month. People were reposting it, dissecting it frame by frame, making jokes, memes, and full-on parodies. Grace accidentally became the internet's most talked about camera person in record time. But this is where things take a dark turn. Andy Byron, fresh off resigning from his CEO role and vanishing from LinkedIn, suddenly reappears, and not calmly. Multiple sources, including Grace herself, revealed that Andy slid into her DMs in a rage. He flat out accused her of destroying his life and claimed she'd violated his privacy. Andy allegedly told Grace she'd regret this and demanded she delete the viral video. Like what? Sir, you're the one cozying up to your HR manager in front of thousands at a Coldplay concert, and now it's somehow her fault? Grace, calm as ever, stood her ground. She basically told him this was a public moment at a public event. She didn't do anything wrong. But Andy? He wasn't backing down. Insiders claim he went full attack mode, sending a cease and desist, threatening a lawsuit, and even trying to twist the story by painting Grace as some clout chaser. Sources said he was pushing the narrative that she had set him up for attention, which only made things worse. And then came the part that sent the internet spiraling, the rumored bribe. Grace reportedly hinted in a now-deleted post that someone from Andy's circle offered her money to take the video down. No exact figure was mentioned, but she shared a screenshot of a message that read, "Scheming. There's a way we can make this all go away." Fans instantly connected the dots and speculated that Andy was trying to buy her silence. Whether that's true or not, it set social media on fire. And once word got out that Andy had confronted Grace, it was game over. The internet went for the jugular. Comments poured in like, "You cheat on your wife in public and blame the camera?" And imagine trying to cancel a fan for being in the right place at the right time. The memes were relentless. Someone even deep-faked Andy into a Coldplay music video with the lyrics, "Nobody said it was easy," playing as he awkwardly ducks from the kiss cam. Grace, on the other hand, skyrocketed into full-blown internet royalty. Fan pages started popping up overnight and people crowned her the queen of accountability. And how did she handle all the chaos? Like a total pro. Minimal drama, just a few slick posts, including one perfectly timed caption, "Coldplay got more than they bargained for." But let's be real, this saga didn't just shatter Andy's personal life, it torpedoed his entire company. Astronomers got hit like a meteor. Multiple investors pulled out, major clients reportedly jumped ship, and leaked Slack messages showed employees openly roasting the situation. One brutal message even joked, "Our ethics training is now just that video on loop." Savage. The board didn't waste any time. Andy was forced to resign, and within 72 hours, Kristin Cabot, his HR partner in Cringe, was placed on leave. Word on the street is she's still hammering out an exit deal and allegedly using screenshots of private convos as leverage. It's giving full corporate implosion, Coldplay edition. Meanwhile, Grace just keeps winning. She's reportedly locked down a podcast deal, been flooded with brand collab offers, and is even being courted for a docuseries, all from a single 16-second video. The same clip that tanked Andy's career could actually make Grace a star. She even told an interviewer, "I didn't ask for any of this, but if people want to hear my side, I'll tell it." And get this, the drama got so huge it even dragged Coldplay into the mess. Yup, Chris Martin and his team somehow got pulled into the fallout. Who knew a simple kiss cam moment would explode like this? Apparently, Andy Byron's legal team went into full damage control. They even reached out to the concert's production company and Coldplay's own reps trying to get the footage scrubbed from existence. Like, did Andy really think he could hit a reverse Uno card on the entire internet? Sources close to the band said Chris Martin was genuinely floored when he learned the couple wasn't just awkward, they were married to other people. And Coldplay clearly didn't want to get dragged any deeper into the mess. At their very next concert, fans noticed the kiss cam segment had vanished completely, like it had never existed. No official statement from the band, but Chris was spotted at a later show joking, "Let's keep the love in the air, the kind that's legal." The crowd went wild. Fans immediately clocked that Coldplay had quietly ghosted the entire kiss cam format just to avoid another viral disaster. But the real fallout went far beyond the jokes and memes. Andy's wife completely erased him from her socials. Every single post gone, her name switched back to her maiden name, and then she disappeared from public view altogether. No interviews, no cryptic posts, nothing. That silence hit harder than any public statement could. And the heartbreak didn't stop there. Andy has 2 teenage kids. Imagine being in high school and having to watch your dad go viral for cheating at a Coldplay concert. Not just on TikTok, but in memes, remixed music videos, and edits shared everywhere. That's not just embarrassing, that's long-lasting emotional damage. Kristin's husband was blindsided too. Sources say he found out exactly the way the rest of the world did, by watching the viral video. One insider even revealed he had no idea she was at the concert that night. Brutal. This wasn't just a scandal, it was a total detonation. 2 families blown apart, 2 careers completely tanked, a billion-dollar company in shambles, and somehow, Coldplay's beloved kiss cam tradition became collateral damage. Now this is where the story flips into full-on corporate thriller mode. Insiders at Astronomers are starting to spill, and the whispers, they're not good. Multiple former employees have come forward anonymously saying Andy and Kristin's vibe was never subtle. This wasn't just a one-off kiss cam cringe. Apparently, the signs had been there for months. People described sketchy one-on-one meetings, flirty inside jokes during Zoom calls, and Kristin showing up at investor dinners where she had zero reason to be. One former team lead flat out admitted, "Everyone assumed something was up, but we figured they were just being sloppy with boundaries, not actually together." But now the big question looms, did the board know? And if they did, how long were they willing to look the other way? Rumors are swirling that at least one board member had raised concerns months ago, flagging the relationship as a clear conflict of interest, especially since Kristin was literally the head of HR. That's not just messy, that's corporate liability 101. But according to insiders, nothing happened. No warnings, no action. The situation was just quietly swept under the rug. Now that the entire scandal is out in the open, the board itself itself is under fire. Investors are demanding answers, and employees are side-eyeing leadership, wondering if they ignored this, what else are they hiding? It's giving serious cover-up vibes, and word is the company may still be unraveling from the inside out. And what about Andy Byron himself? The man at the center of it all has practically vanished. His LinkedIn profile, deleted. Company bio, scrubbed, socials, silent. No interviews, no statements, no public apology, nothing. Some people say staying quiet is probably the smartest thing he's done in months. But the internet isn't forgetting anytime soon. Andy Byron used to be the data whisperer, the tech prodigy who turned astronomers into a billion-dollar rocket ship. Now, he's a walking meme, the face of a Coldplay concert disaster. When your legacy ends with people photoshopping your face over Fix You lyrics, you know it's over. Industry insiders are already calling him radioactive. No venture capital firm wants to touch him. No startup wants the baggage. One recruiter even said anonymously, he could apply under a fake name and we'd still pass. That's the brutal reality of public scandals in 2025. They don't fade. They follow you everywhere, screenshot by screenshot, search result by search result. Unless Andy completely disappears for 5 years, rebrands under a new name, and relocates to some far-off country, he's done. And here's the wild part. This could have ended differently. If Andy had just owned his mistake, issued a real apology, and then gone completely silent, there was a chance the storm would have passed. But instead, he tried to flip the script, paint himself as the victim, and go after a random concert goer. And that never works. Especially not now, when the internet has zero patience for anyone trying to rewrite reality. So here we are. Andy Byron went from being a tech golden boy to the most viral cautionary tale of the year, and the internet isn't letting him forget it anytime soon. Now I need to hear from you. Would you have posted the kiss cam video if you were Grace? And how would you react if the CEO himself slid into your DMs in full rage mode? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading all of them. And don't forget, like this video, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into celebrity chaos and corporate meltdowns. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss a single update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.